can't get it open.
That's just nonsense, Joe. I don't drink to escape my problems. I escape my problems to go drinking. Right, Gimbo?
Aye, Captain. Whatever you say.
What's up, sailors?
Hey, good to see you again.
Aye. We thought Barlow had you locked up for good, Buana.
Ha! Fat chance. This Rasta is way too clever for Babylon oppressors. How you guys doing?
Feels good having solid ground under one's feet again. I can tell you that.
Amen to that, mate. Oh, the mist scares the life out of me.
Ah, I've seen jellyfish with more backbone than you lot.
I'm looking for Lena. Have you seen her?
She your special lady? Well, Buana, I hate to break it to you, man, but it seems like she and Police Chief Barlow have got something special going on.
What you talking about?
I saw them both strolling to that big posh place on Main Street, Club Timber. She was clinging to him like she was hot-struck, walking on sunshine.
Sounds to me like you've been played for a fool, son.
But
Are you fellas talking about that tall, good-looking lady from out of town who's just strolling down Main Street? If you don't mind me saying so, she's out of your league, sir. Besides, if she's clinging to Barlow, you're better off without her.
That's the truth. You try and take something away from Barlow, Barlow takes something away from you in a very bad way.
I'm not afraid of no police. I could shake them off once. I can shake them off again. I got to get into Club Timber. What you guys know about Club Timber?
You really want to get in there, huh? Well, you're gonna have a hard time. You need to be filthy rich and well-connected to get access to that joint. It's not for the people. That place is for the corrupt fat cats and untouchable high society. I'm pretty sure you can forget getting in there, Buana. You're a good man, Buana. Your place is down with the decent folk.
Tell me more about Police Chief Barlow.
He's been in charge around here for, what, probably 20 years or so. Can't say I've got anything personal against him, but like all people with power, he tends to misuse it. He likes to crack down real hard on people he doesn't agree with. And he's certainly up to a whole lot more than just policing the city.
Yes, and I'm willing to bet he's tangled up in all sorts of shady doings. Police Chief Barlow is just as corrupt as the rest of the cream of the crop. I swear it, not a single honest man holds a seat of power in this god-forsaken town. The weight of the burden always lies on us misters.
Nice joint this.
You kidding me? This place is the cesspool at the end of the sewer. We all flow along the gutters of these streets, drip and drizzle in our own directions. But in the end, like the soggy pieces of street trash that we are, we end up here. Wet, cold, torn apart, and stepped upon, face down in the mud.
Man, that was beautiful. We should have that engraved and put on the wall.
Tell me about misters.
We're the little folks. We're the ones who actually do the real work around here. We're just simple folk caught in the crossfire. We come here to get out of the rain and drink ourselves piss drunk before we head out, come back, and then do it all over again. Misters are the kind of people that wind up in a dump like this. People with money don't come here. People with connections don't come here. We're small people. To the big shots in town, we're worth less than the blood-stained dirt under their boots. Bunch of corrupt hoodlums. That's what they are.
So when you guys heading back out?
Well, we can't right now, or we probably would. As long as the lighthouse is bust, we are stuck in port. And frankly, I'm not really in a hurry to get back out there. Sure, we gotta make a living. But a short break is well deserved. Ain't it, Gimbo?
It sure is. That lighthouse can stay broken for all I care. Oh, stone the crows, mate. I'm starting to get fed up to the back teeth of catching eel.
What happens to the eel?
Most of it's sold off to upbound ships. Some stays down here for refining. You can make all sorts of stuff out of eel. Steaks, liquor, plastics, medicines. They're pretty strange creatures, come to think of it.
You guys ever go to St. Armando?
Ah, no way. We haven't got the right permits. And even if we did, the Beco can't handle the locks. It runs too deep. I'd love to go someday, though. Get out of this bloody soup once and for all.
What are the locks?
Aye, the locks at Pango Kubwa that lead up to St. Armando. You got special ships going through there. Eel trawlers can't go through them. They just aren't built for it.
We're doomed to be stuck down here forever. Might as well just deal with it, I guess.
See you guys later. Hey man! You have an elevator for tiny people!
Well, you could say it's a tiny elevator, but it's not for people. It's a food shack.
How do you make it actually? Produce food?
I don't. This bar serves liquid nutrition only. The shaft transports food from the kitchen downstairs to wherever it needs to go. Well, if it ain't a new guy in town, welcome to our fine establishment, where the drinks are divine and the clientele are a slice of heaven itself.
Flattering, Arnie. Very flattering.
Now, what can I get you, sir? I hope you're not looking for eel rings. I'm all out. You've got my word, however. The moment the lighthouse starts again, I'll be out through that door in a split second to secure a couple of crates when the shipments start coming in.
Any idea how I could get into Club Timber?
Listen, sir. All I do is pour them their drinks. I don't ever go up there.
You pour their drinks.
What do you think this here service shaft is for? They keep sending me orders, and I keep sending up drinks. Club Timber sits right on top of this joint. Now, I don't service all of Club Timber, mind you. Just the VIP lounge up top. Now, I'm not proud to be part of their business. But a man's gotta make a living, no?
So the service shaft leads right up to the VIP room.
Uh-huh. Bingo.
What you know about Barlow?
Ah, Barlow. I hear a lot of talk about him on both sides of the fence. A bartender gets to hear all sides of the story, you know? Law always down on that man more than most people think. He has made a lot of enemies in this town, I know that much. I'm used to hearing a lot about people's woes. I can tell you, many of those woes are about run-ins with the law. And the law in this town is Barlow.
Busy night?
Afraid not, sir. Business has been real slow ever since the lighthouse went out. Yeah, these fellas are the first customers I've had all day. Whole city's gone to a standstill with no misters in port. These parts of the city used to be a good racket this hour. It's a real drag seeing it all dead like this.
What you got on tap?
Right now, I'm down at the lower end of nothing. Taps and shelves are all sucked clean. I normally carry the full range of Mister's poisons here, except mist fumes, of course. But without the shipments coming in, I've got nothing.
What are mist fumes?
That's some bad stuff, sir. It's a byproduct. Comes out of the distilling the bill rinse. I tell you, you get all sorts of whack-ball effects taking that stuff. We call them fume heads, them fellas who suck it down. Used to be a much bigger problem, though. Barlow cleaned up the worst of the fume head trash when he came into power.
I got to hit the streets.
Give him hell, sir.
Hey, bartender, where's all the drinks?
I'm sorry, sir. I've gone dry during the big blackout. Shipments aren't coming in the way it's supposed to, not the lighthouse is out. But once it starts working again, I'll run off and buy a whole new crate of it. You have my word, sir.
Hey, can I use your elevator, please? I need it to get to Club Timber.
Sir, this is no elevator. Drinks going here. not people.
Not even really pleasant people such as myself.
Sorry, sir. As long as I'm here guarding this bar, this here food shaft is out of bounds.
Hey, can I play with the radio?
Yeah, go ahead and change the station all you like. You know that there's an old Army Broadway radio. It can pick up all sorts of things. It's pretty good to have in handy when the coppers are around doing raids and such.
It's a floor drain.
Yeah, I've got to comply with the Port Arthur Hygiene Directive. This eel rinse is considered hazardous waste.
No time to be hanging around in the bar now. I've got to rescue Lena. It's a floor drain.
Yeah, this eel rinse.
It's locked. I don't think I'm getting in that way. It's too tough. There's some. Pale want a nacho? Oh, gross! It's an old plunger! I'll stick it in my pants. I think the drain is empty of yuck.
Yep, the floor is as clean as a hound's tooth. But come payday, oh Lord knows we need that drain. The misters are splashing booze and yuck all over the place. Yeah.
Aye, it's the circle of yuck water. Eels to eel rinse, and misters to mist.
Hey, funky place. Can I come inside?
You, inside Club Timber? I don't think so, kid.
What What's so special about Club Timber?
Club Timber is the classiest night spot in the whole city. We've got all of Port Arthur's stars, champagne, and gold hold up in here. And if you think I'm letting your raggedy ass inside, you're thicker than you look.
Nice lights you got here.
Keep your hands off the floodlights, kid, or I'm gonna break your fingers off.
Can I use your telephone, please?
Get your own damn phone. This one is for Club Timber management only.
Please let me in. It's a matter of life and death.
I wouldn't let your sorry ass in this club even if your life did depend on it. My job is to make sure street trash like you stay down in the gutters where you belong. And if you're gonna be dead in the gutters, now that just makes my job a lot easier, now don't it? Now scram before I flex, kid.
Later. Hello?
Cripes! Who's there? Are you here to deliver the repairs?
Sure, I got this stuff right here, man.
Oh, hot diggity! I can't wait to get Old Faithful spinning again. Hey, let's get to it.
All right. Get to what exactly?
Why, to repair the lighthouse, of course. The old lantern is broken and the doohickeys and the whatchamacallits are a mess.
I got a pickaxe if that helps.
What? So the spare part still hasn't arrived. Bollards! I've been expecting that shipment for more than a week now. Morton's my name. I'm the lighthouse keeper.
The name's Buana. I'm new in town.
Ain't no mistaking that. Always glad to have visitors. Make yourself right at home, son.
It's a pair of bolt cutters. I bet I could have a lot of fun with those.
Go ahead and grab 'em, son. They're useless to me. My toenails are big, but not that big.
Thanks, man.
It's no use, Buana. We'll need to find me old blueprints to get the machine back to life.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks, son. I try to keep her tidy. So what can I do for you?
What happened to the lighthouse?
10 nights ago, there was a terrible, fierce thunderstorm, and it hit Port Arthur with full force. I had to ward off flying roof tiles as I nailed the shutters to the windowsill. Trust me, son, I've seen storms that'd make your bones cringe and your heart cry. But this storm, this was something else. Then, suddenly, a flying vessel appeared from out of the storm, and it made straight for the lighthouse. Even in the wind and darkness, there was no mistaking that airship. It was the Sisulus.
The Sisulus?
Aye. Before I knew it, the whole crew was inside the lighthouse wreaking havoc. They smashed the lantern up at the top of the tower and ripped out machine parts from the guts of the service room down here. Brought me to tears seeing Old Faithful battered and broken like that.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Buana. This old lighthouse is the closest to a family that I've got. Anyhow, Old Faithful has been dark and still ever since.
Need any help?
I've got to get these gears and thingamadoodles in order somehow. If only I had my old blueprints here, this would be a piece of crackers. This here Port Arthur lighthouse is of a very special breed, you see. Specifically built for the harsh conditions of the never-ending mist. There has got to be information about it somewhere, but I'll be doodled if I know where to find it.
You know anything about Club Timber?
The Timber Club is where all the top players in the city go to mingle and share fancy cigars in the evenings. Mobsters, smugglers, and they're all down there greasing their wallets. Club is down on Main Street, but don't get your hopes up, son. It's a members-only club, and you've got to push a lot of capital in this city to get invited.
What can you tell me about this Barlow guy?
Police Chief Barlow is the head of police here in Port Arthur. Has been for a long time. And the city crime rate has gone up every year since he took over the department.
Doesn't sound like a very good cop if you ask me.
Aye, the worst kind there is. And he's got a lot of powerful friends who like to keep it that way. They don't come much nastier than that. He's the one who got the whole department rotten with corruption.
So what's the lighthouse good for anyways?
Why, all of Port Arthur depends on it. It's a proud job I've got. Misting would be impossible without it. And without misting, Port Arthur is as doomed as an eel on the cutting board. Misting isn't all that it's good for either. Most trading we do with St. Armando is done by mist as well, through the locks at Pango Kubwa. They'd never find their way back without the lighthouse.
What's Pango Kubwa?
That's where the locks are, for traversing up and down from St. Armando. Anything that goes between the two has to cross Pango Kubwa. Unless you fly, of course. But nobody's that mad. Of course, we used to have the trains as well. But the powers that be keep shutting them down for reasons best unasked about. The ships are just about a person's only hope to get in and out of Port Arthur these days. Without them, we'd be trapped like pewds in a bucket.
What's up with the trains?
Oh, they're off limits to the public now, son. Only high government officials use them these days. Why they're requiring enforcing all these regulations and blocking everything off is a mystery to me, son. I figure the less I know about it, the better.
What's being blocked off?
Well, it's the Dangles now, but Port Arthur used to be an open port. People were coming and going as they pleased, by ship, plane, and train. Back then, you didn't need permits to travel up and down. A fellow was free to go exploring all they liked. It's like they're trying to hide something, don't you reckon?
Okay, see you later.
Oh well, thanks for the chat. Feel free to stay around for a while and warm yourself from the fire.
It's a teapot.
I like to keep the kettle warm in case of visitors. It's me own eel bladder brew. Fancy a cup? It'll put some hair on your toes, it will.
Maybe later. Hey, it's a little miniature ship. How did you build all those tiny little details?
Oh, that was easy. Rounding up the crew was the hard part. That there is a model of the old Mistraker.
The Mistraker?
'Tis an old sailor's tale. The legend of the old Mistraker. She was a proud vessel, could bend the mightiest eels to her will. The captain of the ship was as mad as they come. He was out to catch the biggest eels of them all, the Hungries.
What happened to it?
The Hungries tore the crew to shreds and left nothing but a ghost ship drifting in the fog. Legend has it if you lay your eyes on the Mistraker, don't let her out of your sights. The moment you turn your back on her, she'll be gone. And your life with it. That there model is supposed to bring me luck, but it sure hasn't paid off so far. You can have it if you want it. It will make a nice souvenir.
Wow, really? Coolness. Nice anchor, man.
Why, thanks, Buana. Belonged to an old lifeboat that saved me life once.
Cool. Were you shipwrecked?
Aye, a long, long time ago. I stared the Hungries right in the eyes, I did. Scarred me for life. Haven't set my foot on board a trawler since.
Nothing but darkness out there.
Aye, it gets a real One day, I dream I'll lay my eyes on a real beauty out there. But for now, I guess darkness and the odd trawler is going to have to do.
Man, this lamp is smashed beyond repair. I gotta find a replacement.
They're here on Main Street at Local Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now and grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get them now while the offer stands. It's a bargain. I've got them. They're here on Main Street at